slightly later than usual for two very big press conferences, of course. Firstly, on April the 22nd, we made a fight last week that I think is making people very, very excited. I think it should definitely come as an X-rated fight. No children allowed in the venue on April the 22nd because we know exactly the fight it's going to be. Headlining, of course, with Martin Murray against GABRIEL ROSADO at the Echo Arena on the 22nd. You've had a little encore from O'Hara Davis, and I think we'll see plenty more of him later, and Tony Bellew and David Hay. We just want to get in the mood, get the lungs going, get the hands clapping. And I think we should give everybody individually on this table a big welcome. First of all, on my far left, a young man who is carrying the hopes of the new generation of fighters in Liverpool. The good thing about Liverpool, well, bad probably for me, is you guys know about your boxing. You know about your fighting. So when I come to the arena, we've done a few sort of 7 out of 10s, and they don't really work because you know what you're doing and you know about your fights. And a young man here on the end, I think, has got huge support already. And I'm really enjoying watching him grow. He's going to be fighting another Liverpudlian, Tommy Karras, defending his WBA Continental Light Welterweight title. Please, big round of applause for Tom Farrell. I think probably one of the most charismatic men in boxing. Not fighting. I mean, actual fighters. Not obviously it would have been me, but I think not only does he turn up at every weigh-in wearing a new jockstrap or thong or whatever he wears, but sometimes this sport throws up some great characters. And I think the Sean Dodd story is one that really tells you everything you need to know about this great sport. And to see the look on his face at Goodison Park when he won his first title after a couple of rough ride-outs with Scotty Cardle. Some may think he might have nicked those fights. Yeah. And it's a pleasure to watch him grow, to watch him box with a smile on his face, to watch him provide for his family as well. He's a joy to promote and a joy to work with. His opponent will be announced in the next 48 hours, defending his WBC lightweight title. Big round of applause for Sean Dodd, please. I keep calling him a local. They tell me Birkenhead's nowhere near Liverpool. I don't know, but you have to explain that to me.
I'm adopted.
Okay.
I'm adopted.
Not from Liverpool, but one part of a very important fight which hasn't been announced, which we're announcing here today, is a young man who had a big win recently on some other Poxy pay-per-view channel, who was really fighting for his career in that fight against Adam Etches, moving up to super middleweight after a disappointing loss to Jack Armfield, which could have gone either way. Please give a big London welcome to John Ryder. That's better than the one OD. Another fighter who again has given so much to the city. The support that he's had has been fantastic. He's been in some big fights in his career, of course, and a big fight last time out against Christopher Rabras. One of the biggest stars in the fight city of Liverpool, and again delighted following the relinquishment this morning of Callum Smith's super middleweight title. We cleared with a bald. Rocky Fielding against John Ryder for the British super middleweight title on April the 22nd. Rocky Fielding. I mean, and again, I know this isn't Liverpool, but it's very, very close. But it doesn't matter where this man's from, because he's got a big, big set of bollocks, right? And I'm sorry for the ladies at the front. This guy he's been everywhere. He's fought Gennady Golovkin in Monaco. He's fought Sergio Martinez in Argentina and won as well, by the way. He's boxed Felix Sturm in Germany and won, by the way. And he's given pretty much every ounce of his soul to the sport of boxing. Someone came on to me, GABRIEL ROSADO, and said, I want to come and fight in the UK. And I straight away I thought, Martin Murray, what a war of a fight that is. It was down at middleweight. Martin's looking to return to middleweight as well. And sometimes when you phone a fighter or a management company, you think, I wonder if they'll take their fight. Well, that's not a problem with Martin Murray. And you know what this sick bastard said to me? I said, Martin, what about GABRIEL ROSADO? He went, oh, What an absolute war. I'll have it. It was as quick as that. And I think he deserves a huge amount of praise from fight fans. And I can't wait for April the 22nd. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Murray. We're going to start with Sean Dodd, first of all. Sean, working on your opponent, as you know. And again, you always criticise me for being on the bottom table. Now, well, there is no bottom table, so you're at the top table. But rightfully earned. And as always, a smile on your face, ready for your crazy fans to enjoy April the 22nd.
Yes, Ed. Thanks everyone for coming out, and thanks Matchroom for having me again to fight on the 22nd against, not against Martin, but with Martin. Going back to the table, Ed, you've given me on the top table, and you've also got 2 chairs as well. Nice one. Take one of these home with me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight. I've had a good break. I had a hard year last year, and I had a good break. I've enjoyed myself with the kids, the family, my dogs. I'm going out having a bevy and stuff as you do. Now it's time to get back on the wagon. I'm excited. I'm back in the gym. What's the saying they say? I'm ready to snap necks and cash checks.
Tell us about the change in your life over the last 18 months. And for those that, well, I'm sure most of you know, we had Stephen Smith fighting for an eliminator at the Olympia down the road. Lovely place, don't know if you've been. And one of the fights fell through on the card. And about 48 hours before the fight, we asked Sean Dodd to step up and fight Gary Buckland. I didn't really know anything about Sean Dodd at the time. And I asked Steve Wood if he'd jump up and take that fight. And again, the answer was yes. And that was a huge fight for you that night, a great fight, and you won. And from there, of course, the 2 Cardinal fights, the Goodison Park, and then the win as well at the Echo Arena. It's been an incredible 18 months.
It has, mate, yeah. To be honest, we had that many fights, one after another. It was just like a roller coaster, so I didn't really have time to lift my head up and reflect on what was happening or what had happened. It was just get down, work hard, prepare and win the fights. But going back to that Buckland fight, getting that opportunity, what you all come and supported me on as well, it changed my life for the good. It's allowed me now to express and show people who I am and how hard I've worked. It's changed my life. I went to the Floral Pavilion as part of an ASB, as anti-social behaviour for young kids and stuff nowadays. With the likes of bullying going on, and I stood up in front of 1,000 kids, and the whole place went quiet. I didn't write nothing down. I thought I'll attend the venue, see what's going on. Didn't expect it to be how it was. I just thought it was just a bit of a dream. Got there, it was real. I was sweating. I was scared, honestly, to stand up and speak. But I spoke from the heart, and I spoke from, things what had happened in my life, and getting that call from Matchroom to fight Gary Buckland, which changed my life. I was able to reflect and talk from that moment on, and it sent a message home. I've even got the constable of police now, who's following me on Twitter. He's my mate, so when they first phoned me as well, I panicked a bit, didn't say that for a couple of seconds, about to take the phone. I thought, what's the police phoning me for here? But it was for the good. It was just for the first time. It was for something good. So it just shows you where you've come from and where you're going and what you're doing with yourself. So I'm overjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Masha. Ralph Fitness. Also available for after dinner speaking, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Speak to his manager, Steve Wood. Tom, I know it's always difficult to follow Sean Dodd, but a big title for you last time out, and a good fight, a tough fight, and big support this time around against another scout, to Tommy Karras.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time coming. October the 15th seems like it's ages away now, but I'm just glad that I'm back in the gym and ready to push on. I think last year I was quite busy. I had 5 fights within quick succession, so it's been a good little breather for my body. I think I needed it, to be honest. But
a good experience, of course, to fight at Goodison Park as well on that night outdoors.
Yeah,
you tick that box now.
Can't even describe how what I felt that night, because I wasn't nervous, but when I got in the ring, I just couldn't believe where I was. I go to the game every week, and to be on the middle of the pitch in a ring, it was, and then the bell went, and that was it. Then we were off. Scrapping.
It was a great fight too. John, a big win for you last time out. Really a career-saving victory. Up at super middle, looked so much more comfortable, and now a chance to fight for that British title, which you nearly won against Billy Joe Saunders, and a good fight against Rocky Fielding.
Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm back campaigning now at a weight I'm really comfortable at and feel refreshed and revitalised. And yeah, it's a great opportunity and a great opportunity for a great belt in the British title and with a great opponent.
Obviously, coming to Liverpool, you boxed on some big shows as well. You know you'll have the arena against you, but we'll thrive on that and look forward to another outing at super middle.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Liverpool's a great fight city, and I've boxed it before on an undercard, a 6-rounder. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the whole experience will be a great night, and so will the show.
Rocky, we couldn't find J. Leon Loves Nuts, but we found John Ryder's, and I think a much better fight for you, and obviously an opportunity to win that Lonsdale belt.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think J. Leon Love, he's all talk, isn't he? And you know, says things on Twitter and doesn't follow up. But as you said, you've got John Ryder, and he's a great opponent. I've watched John over the years, and in good fights, tough fights, and he's a good tough fighter. So I was going to prepare hard for it, like I do with every fight, and you know, to add the British titles on the line. So it's even better. So it's going to be a good fight.
Obviously, been involved in some big fights as well. We know it didn't go your way against Callum. Big fight against Rabras and many other fights at the arena. A kid as well now, a young boy. You feel like now that this is the right time to take your opportunities?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, the last fight was October. That was a while back. We had a big fight. I say a lad was born a week later. So as Martin and the fighters that have got kids now, it's that extra motivation to get up and get the job done, and to fight in front of all the Scousers and the Echo Arena again, to fight for the British title again. The support's great. You can see now all the support here just for the press conference, and obviously it's a big fight next week, but they still come out with numbers, and hopefully they come out the 22nd and get behind all the lads, and me and John are in for a good fight that night.
Sure, it'll be a great fight. Martin Murray, again, I know you're very excited about GABRIEL ROSADO. You've watched plenty of him. He's got some common opponents as well, of course.
Yep.
And only one way this fight can go, and that's a real crowd pleaser.
Yeah, definitely. I'm absolutely buzzing about this fight, Ed. As soon as it got mentioned to me, even though it was back down at middleweight, I've been fighting at super for the past 2 years. I have to go back down there, but this is the fight. I've always wanted top the bill at the Echo, and this is the fight to do it. It's and Rosado, we've both got common opponents. Rosado's tough, he's known for being a tough guy, so am I. And our styles, they just can't help but gel. And I know it's going to be a great fight, and I can't wait for April 22nd.
Obviously, I know when you boxed at the Echo before, I was shocked by the amount of tickets you sold. I think you was just in an 8-rounder for that. And we talked about this fight for the Wembley card as well, but it's important. I feel you've never really had your big headline nights in the UK, and this is really it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've always wanted top at the Echo. It's been quite difficult for me, because trying to get a solid fan base where you're headlining shows, because where I'm from in St Helens, there's nothing like that. There's no venues, and it's rather Liverpool or Manchester. I grew up on the amateur boxing scene in Liverpool. Apart from St Helens, if I was to call anywhere my home, it would be Liverpool, even though we do train in Manchester. And now that I'm here, like I said, I've always wanted top, and I'm absolutely buzzing. Like you said, the 8-rounder I did, I sold loads of tickets. I know that come April 22nd for this fight especially, people are going to come out in numbers.
I'm sure they will. It's a fantastic fight, and plenty more fights to be announced over the next couple of days for this card. April the 22nd, live on Sky Sports at the Echo Arena. Tickets will go on sale to Fight Pass tomorrow and general sale on Wednesday. Get yourself there, enjoy another great night. Honestly, we love coming to Liverpool. Matchroom, Sky, not just for the Hilton Hotel and the experience here and the restaurants, but in the arena, the atmosphere that you guys put together. It's always an absolute joy to be in Liverpool. So thank you. We're going to be back in about half an hour with Hay Bellew press conference. Feel free to shout out what you want. Make David Hay feel as comfortable as he can. He's an awfully nice fellow. And we're going to have a group shot up here and then a head-to-head with Rocky Fielding and John Ryder. Thanks, we'll be back very shortly. Thank you very much.